this beautiful morning. I'm sorry that I was little sleepy at the end, maybe 15 minutes ago. So you have all the right to correct me. So I feel so bad, but sometimes it happens, I guess. Today I don't have the names of the devotees I carry, and I forgot to bring it. So I won't be able to recognize everybody, but I just want to welcome Jayanti Kongovi Mataji and also Kirti Jala Prabhu join. And also for so many days we have been missing Sankari Kaur Mataji. She joined today, including Rati Vilas Dasi and Rupavati Kishori Dasi also. Huh?
Okay, so these are all into the recording.
Oh.
But these are the people, right?
Yes. Yeah. So today let's hear the song, and I deeply appreciate everyone who has joined today to give your kind mercy. And I think it was a wonderful, wonderful journey sitting at the Bhajan Kutir of Krishnadas Kaviraj Goswami Maharaj at the bank of Radha Kund and Shyamkund. So I hope and pray that every one of you must have enjoyed your trip. So let's hear the Vaishnava Shram before we read the Jaiva Dharma. Hare Krishna.
Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Daya Karo More 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 Tum bina ke dayalo जगत संसारे श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु दया करो मोरे पतिता पावना है तो तव अवतार पतिता पावना है तो तव अवतार मौसमा पतिता प्रभु न पाई बयान मौसमा पतिता प्रभु न पाई बयान आहा प्रभु नित्यानंद प्रेमानंद सुखी कृपावलोकन करो हमें बड़ दुखी कृपावलोकन करो हमें बड़ दुखी दया करो सीतापति अद्वैत गोसाई तब कृपा बले पाय चैतन्य आहा स्वरूप सनातना रूप रघुनाथ भट्ट जुगा श्री जीवा प्रभु लोकनाथ दया करो श्री आचार्य प्रभु श्रीनिवास रामचंद्र संगमगे नरोत्तम दास श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु दया करो मोरे तुम बिना के दयालो जगत संसारे श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु
Much. Thank you very much, Ishwar Krishna Prabhu, for playing a wonderful song, begging the mercy of Chaitanya Mahaprabhu and his associates is the way to improve our devotion. So before we read, we would like to offer our humble obeisances at the desk of Bhaktivinoda Thakur, who can bestow the kind mercy upon all of us. So whatever he has written, may those things imbibe in our life. I will read one paragraph, what we read yesterday, to bring up to the speed, and then we will continue. Repeated meditation upon the name, form, qualities and pastime of Sri Krishna is called Smaranam. It is of 5 kinds. Smaranam, short, intermittent recollections. Dharana, purposely withdrawing the mind from other thoughts and thinking about a specific aspect of Krishna. But in general terms, dhyana, applying the mind at length to contemplate particular form or qualities of Krishna. Dhruvanusmriti, continuous dhyana, like the smooth flowing of nectar, and samadhi, being absorbed for an extended period with nothing else remaining within the heart. And as I said yesterday, the samadhi is like if you concentrate on a single point for 28 minutes and 48 seconds. That's called samadhi. Shravanam, Kirtanam, and Smaranam constitute the backbone of bhakti. All the other limbs of bhakti are included within these three. Amongst the three processes, Kirtanam is the most efficacious because Shravanam and Smaranam can be practiced as part of Kirtanam. So this is what we read yesterday. So we will continue. According to Srimad Bhagavatam 7.5.23, Shravanam, Kirtanam, Vishnu, Smaranam, Pada Sevanam, Archanam, Vandanam, Dasyam, Shakyam, Atmanivedanam. Hearing and chanting about the transcendental name, form, qualities, and paraphernalia, and pastime of Sri Vishnu, remembering this aspect of the Lord, serving the lotus feet of the Lord, offering the Lord respectful worship, and 16 types of paraphernalia, offering prayers to the Lord, becoming his servant, considering the Lord one's best friend, and considering everything unto him. In other words, serving him with the body, mind, and words. These 9 processes are accepted as pure devotional service. Pada Sevanam, rendering manual service, is the 4th limb of bhakti. It has to be executed with the assistance of Shravanam, Kirtanam, and Smaranam. It is imperative to realize that one is hopelessly lacking and unworthy to serve. At the same time, one has to be aware of the fact that the supreme object of service is the full embodiment of eternity, absolute knowledge, and unlimited bliss. Srila Rupa Goswami described this topic in detail when he enunciated the 64 limbs of bhakti in his treatise upon bhakti named the Bhakti Rasamrita Sindhu. Pada Sevanam include darshan, seeing the transcendental form of the Lord, touching the body of the deity, circumambulations of the deity, the temple and the dham, etc. Daily performance of one's devotional duties and visiting the temple of the Lord, the holy rivers such as Ganga, and the sacred pilgrimage place like Puri, Dwarka, Mathura, and Navadvip. The worship of Tulsi Devi and the service of sadhus are belongs to Pada Sevanam as well. The 5th of the 9 limbs of bhakti is Archana, deity worship. There are many considerations concerning the procedure and the eligibility for this limb of bhakti. If a devotee who has already practiced Shravanam, Kirtanam, and Smaranam develops strong faith in the deity form of the Lord, and thereby an urge to perform Archana, he should approach his Guru for instructions and necessarily mantra initiation. Thereafter, he may be engaged in Archana. Vrajanath, Maharaj, what is the difference between Nam and mantra? Raghunath Das Babaji, Nam is the life and soul of a mantra. The great sages have attached suffix and prefix such as Namaha to the transcendental names. Thus, the sages have given us mantras that evoke specific powers of Harinam and establish particular relationship with the Supreme Lord. Truly, Harinam is entirely transcendental and impartial. Thus, he may be chanted by anyone. However, the Jiva is entrapped in Maya by his false identification with the body and matter. To help release the consciousness of the Jiva from the grips of matter and put the consciousness upon the spiritual path, the process of deity worship with the chanting of specific potent mantras has been laid out in the Shastras and by the sages. Hence, mantra diksha is necessary for materialistic man who desire to be engaged in archana. Initiation into Krishna mantra is the most auspicious blessings for all the humanity out of all the mantras that exist. Krishna mantra is the most potent and effective. To chant Krishna mantra, there is no need to accept the various purificatory processes known as Siddha, Sadhya, Susiddha, and Ari. When the Jiva receives initiation into Krishna mantra from a bona fide elevated guru, he immediately becomes the recipient of the divine potency of Sri Krishna. The inquisitive initiate then receives instructions about the procedure of the archana from his guru. At this point in our discussions, not all the details of archana need be described. In brief, it may be said that the observance of Sri Krishna Janmashtami, Kartik Vrat, Ekadasi Vrat, Mahasnan, Magasnan, when it's very cold, and other vows are incorporated within the archana. Along with serving and worshipping Sri Krishna, one thing is indispensable. His pure devotee must also be served and worshipped. Vandana is the sixth of the 9 limbs of bhakti, although it may be included within the other limbs, such as within Kirtanam and Pada Sevanam. It has also been given a separate status. Vandana means to offer namaskar, obeisances with heartfelt prayers. There are of 2 kinds of namaskar. Ekanga namaskar, offering obeisances with folded hands. That is with one part of the body while standing before the Lord. And Ashtanga namaskar, offering prostrate obeisances. That is with all 8 parts of the body. Touch the floor. Excuse me. However, there are also offenses to be avoided while offering namaskar, such as one-handed salutation, prostrate obeisances with covered upper torso, prostrating in front and in line with the Lord's vision, that is head-on, prostrating from behind the Lord, prostrating with the deities to one's right side, or prostrating inside the temple deity room. So these are some of the offenses that we need to be aware of it, because we don't want to create any offense while we render some service. So whatever the benefit we receive by worshipping, we don't want to lose. And this is very interesting, that always the deity should be on the left-hand side. All the Vishnu Tattva, when we visit, including our spiritual master and the Vaishnava, we should keep them on the left hand side. Whenever we offer the obeisances to the demigods, we should keep them on the right hand side. This is also very nice that we should we have to remember his pastimes and glories and other such activity in mood of eternal servitude to the Lord. That's dasyam. So, however, there are, dasyam, the next thing is dasyam. Considering oneself to be the servitor of the Lord is the seventh limba bhakti. The ideal way to meditate and worship is to be imbued with feelings of eternal servitude towards Sri Krishna. Offering prayers, obeisances, and fruit of all one's labors. Manual service, proper devotional conduct, remembering the Lord, hearing about his pastimes and glories, and other such activities in the mood of eternal servitude to the Lords are the item of dasyam. Shakyam, making friendship with the Lord, is the eighth limb of bhakti. As a friend of the Lord, the devotee is always attentive to take care of the Lord's need. Shakyam is divided into two categories. Vaidhanga Sakyam, friendship regulated by discipline and reverence. And Raganga Sakyam, spontaneous, friendly affection and regard. Here Sakyam referred only to Vaidhanga Sakyam, comprising the attachment and friendship a devotee develops toward the Lord while worshipping the deity. When we perfect our relationship in the Sakyam, then and then we can attain Raganga Shakyam. And then the last one is Atva Ninavedam. In the ninth limb of bhakti, it is the complete surrender of the pure mind, body, and words to Sri Krishna. The hallmark of this limb is that the devotee gives up all types of endeavors for himself and applies himself solely for the sake of Sri Krishna. Just a cow that may be freely brought and sold in the marketplace remains dependent upon the will of her master in the matters of activity and maintenance. Similarly, the surrendered devotee remains fully dependent upon the will of Sri Krishna. Simply desire whatever Krishna desires. This is also the stage of surrender, one of the 6 steps of surrendering. This theme is echoed in the words of Srimad Bhagavatam 9.4, 19 and text 20. Savai manaha Krishna padhar vindayor vachamsi vaikuntha guna anuvarnane karor harer mandira marjane desu shrutim chakar achyuta satkathodaye. This is one of my favorite verse. Mukunda linghalaya darshane drashu tad bhrutya ghatra sparsa anga sangamam gruhnam chatat pad sharoja suraibe Srimat Tulasya Rasanantad Arpite Pado Hare Kshetra Padanu Sharpane Siro Harikesh Padabhivandane Kamancha Dasye Natu Kama Kamayaya Yatho Tamaslok Janasraya Rati. Maharaj Ambrish always engaged in his mind in taking shelter at the lotus feet of Sri Krishna. His words in describing the spiritual world and the Supreme Personality of Godhead, his hands in cleansing and washing the Lord's temple, his ears in hearing topic about the Supreme Lord, his eyes in seeing the deity of Sri Krishna in the temple, his body in touching the lotus feet of Vaishnavas and embracing them, his nostril in smelling the aroma of tulsi leaves offered to Krishna's lotus feet, his tongue in tasting prasadam, food offered to Krishna, his legs in going to places of pilgrimage like Vrindavan and Mathura or the Lord's temple, and his head in touching the lotus feet of the Lord and in offering him prayers. Thus Maharaj Ambrish desired only to serve the Lord faithfully. In this way, he engaged his senses and his transcendental loving propensity completely in the Lord's service. Our Acharya has shown all perfect process that we can engage. Brajanath and Vijay Kumar were exhilarated by the explanation of Sri Raghunath Das Babaji and fell prostrate before him in affection. Brajanath says, Gurudev, truly you are a Bhagavad Parshad, an eternal and intimate associate of the Lord. We have received immense good fortune from your nectarian instructions. All this time, we have wasted our lives in futile academic pursuit and in wallowing in the false prestige of a noble birth. Actually, Sikha Mataji texted me the same thing when I was speaking about the material attachment. She write the same sentence, very, very similar. Let me read that. Yeah. She said, Hare Krishna Prabhu, thank you for guiding us around how to remove material attachment. Prabhu, material achievements can be seen and give sense of accomplishment. But on spiritual path, it is so hard to gauge success. I feel, what did I do the whole day? Though most time was spent in Krishna conscious activities and taking care of the family, but do not know what the output was of those activities. Wonderful realization. So Vijay Kumar said, Oh Gurudev, you are a stalwart amongst the pure devotees of the Lord. Srila Vrindavan Das Thakur personally instructed me to come to Sri Dham Mayapur and see the sacred birthplace of the Lord. His blessings have enabled me to see the Lord's transcendental abode and associate with his eternal companion. With your kind permission, Maharaj, we would like to visit you again tomorrow evening. The elderly Babaji prostrated himself with amazing alacrity when the name of Srila Vrindavan Das Thakur was mentioned. Slowly returning to his sitting position, he said, quote, Srila Vrindavan Das Thakur is the revered author of the biography of my beloved Lord and a direct incarnation of Srila Vyasadeva. For this purpose, I offer him my repeated obeisances. Both uncle and nephew had forgotten the time. They suddenly noticed that it was late noon. The hours had flown by. After begging leave of Sri Raghunath Das Babaji, Brajanath and Vijay Kumar returned to the home of Brajanath. Thus, in the 19th chapter of Jaiva Dharma, entitled Nitya Dharma, Shabandha, Abhideya and Prayojana, Part 7, an analysis of Abhideya, the means of attainment of Prem. Somehow or other, I didn't bring the books and I just copy those pages from the book. I was thinking that should be enough because also we miss that 5 minutes or 6, 7 minutes it take to name all the devotees. So that time I miscalculated because I forgot those pages. So I really apologize, but we can utilize the 6 minutes if anybody has any question, comment, corrections, or chastisement, because I was little drowsy around 6 o'clock. Haribo. We are at the Baton Rouge at the house of Professor Madan Mohan Kandu Prabhu, and it's a very nice. When we wants to render service, it becomes so. Yesterday, after I finishing my morning, and then we were sitting, and my wife was telling me, "Why don't you take a nap?"
Nice.
And I said, "No." And then little while I'll also watch the cricket
Oh, I see.
because
Okay.
India was playing yesterday
Right.
against Bangladesh or Afghanistan.
Mm.
And during that time, one blessings I have that if you tell me to sleep now,
Mhm.
any time of the day I can take a nap.
Oh, I see. Okay.
So I have the sweet nap, 10 minutes or 12, but that's very wonderful. I would like to share that key with all of you, that working members, the devotees. Tamal Krishna Maharaj saw me.
Okay.
He said that the power nap is so powerful. So how to take the power nap? He said, hold that bunch of key in your hand.
Tea.
Keys.
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 Okay.
So some weight in
Yes,
your
some-
hand.
Okay.
And just hold in that. And then you try to go to sleep. And when you go to sleep, when you fell down that keys on the floor,
That's right. That's
the
it.
noise will come and you wake up. That's a perfect nap. And it's a very powerful.
True.
So sometimes, we sleep long time, but we didn't get that complete rest. But
Exactly.
this power nap is so powerful. So yesterday, I think it was for 10 minutes or so.
Mhm.
And then was perfectly fine. Then I leave, I went to the dentist,
Okay.
10 o'clock to 11:30 I was there. I started,
Okay.
and I drove 5 hours.
Yes.
I was up from 1:10 a.m.
Right.
Didn't have except the 10 minutes nap. And from Houston to Baton Rouge until I arrived to your home,
Exactly.
it was raining,
Yes.
constant raining. And the other thing is I use that they call the windshield washer, the name is raindrops.
Raindrop. Okay.
If you use it, what it does is that when the rain small comes,
Mhm.
it combine all together and make a big ball.
I see.
And you
Like clean
don't
wind.
have to use that wiper blade.
Oh,
I didn't use it at all,
really?
except some places when my glass was getting little foggy.
Okay.
I clean it up and I turn on that little heater to clean it up. That. So I came and I left at 11:30. I drove constantly for 5 hours.
Yes.
And
I called you two
right,
times.
Prabhuji
While
called
I-
2 times, yes.
Yes.
And then I reached home around 4:42 or something like that p.m. And then Prabhuji Sarvatar Prabhu told me that Prabhuji, at least sit for a minute. So I sit down and then I say, Prabhuji, I have to get ready also because we have to attend the program. So it took me 7 minutes to get ready. Dhoti, kurta and put tilak. And then Prabhuji's wife name, I don't know the Prabhuji's wife name.
Madhavi.
Madhvi.
Madhavi. Yeah.
Madhvi Mataji. She cooked a wonderful fish, so many
Yes.
sabjis and rice. So I took little from there. And by that time we finished, it was like a 5:20.
Hmm.
and then we become ready to walk out from the home.
Right.
And then
I arrived
you
there.
said that somebody is gonna come, Lakshman Prabhu.
Lakshman Prabhu, yes.
Lakshman Prabhu will come and pick us up. So wait for 5 minutes. And I think it was cold.
Yes. This is
So
very
Prabhuji asked me that, would you like to wear the jacket? I said, no, I'm fine. But Prabhuji was little worried about me. So he said, Prabhu, at least while Lakshman Prabhu come, you go inside the house.
Yes.
So we went inside the house. And then we started at 5:32, 5:33. We reached there before 6 o'clock.
Yeah.
It was on the 4th floor, right?
Third floor.
3rd floor,
Yeah.
right?
And the student union.
Student Union.
LSU Students Union.
Yes, LSU Student Union.
Yes.
And then I was gonna make some kind of a slide presentations, but I told Prabhuji that it would be nice if I speak from my heart.
Okay. Yeah, that's what you did. That's what you did.
So then it went very well with the devotees' kindness. They were, because of their devotion, they allow me to speak something that can please their mind and heart.
And they were mesmerized.
Haribol.
seeing.
Haribol.
You see that everybody was quiet, and then people are still coming in because of the rain.
Ah,
There were some of the people are late, but they came anyway.
right.
And we didn't have enough seat there in the room.
Yeah, yeah.
Not cheap.
People were standing on
Yes.
the back. Yes.
That was good. That was very good. We all enjoyed.
Haribol.
We want you to come here again,
Mm.
so that we have, Sarvatara Prabhu said that we have a bigger auditorium,
Mm.
and also you can spend more than 1 hour, an hour and a half.
Right.
So it could be 3 hours.
3 hour
Program.
session.
So
Yeah.
people can ask as many questions they have in their mind.
Yeah.
Also, they can have an individual question with you. later
Yes. Yeah.
on. So that's what happened in a very short time.
Yes.
And
No, I
then-
really relish.
Yep.
All the devotees were wonderful.
And then we
They
had
were very
Prasadam,
kind. Yes. Then we
That,
have the nice prasada.
Madhavi Mataji, Sarvatara Prabhu's three,
Yes.
and then Sarvatara Prabhu, all they had prepared.
Yeah. The Madhuri Mataji lead a wonderful kirtan.
Oh,
at the
yes,
end.
she did. That's true.
Yes.
She's a good
And
singer.
there was a, one
Little young girl.
little young, and their wife came to me
Yes.
and she was asking me those questions. How can we maintain like that?
Mhm.
And then I came to know that who's the husband. Husband was also from Bangladesh,
Correct.
right?
Yes.
And so I talked to him that simplified your life.
Mhm.
Don't go after big thing.
Right.
Like I was telling today,
Right.
if you want to get free from material attachment, don't buy anything with mortgage.
True.
Then your life is very
Simple.
simple. I was giving that example to them